speaking of recommending things, go, Andrew.
Hey, welcome everybody. Today is something very special that we're going to present to you today. Um, Early in, I'd say April, maybe mid-April. I think Nick, you came up with this idea. Let me introduce everybody. I'm sorry. With me today, I got Jim Tendo 86.
Yeah.
Got Todd.
Hello.
I got Ed.
Yo.
Got Nick.
Piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Okay. Cool.
No, bitch.
And then
he got mad last time when he didn't make a fun sound.
I know. I tried to give him a time to say a fun sound. I'm gonna give him one more shot. Nick, make your funny sound now. All right. But awesome friend of the show stopping by, and you'll see why he's with us today. We have Buster Bones, the VTuber, joining
Who
us
let
today.
this wolf in here?
Yeah, I know.
Howdy, y'all.
It was out of pity. He's a pack of one.
His wolf pack is a wolf pack.
Yeah, I'm a
of
true
one.
gamer.
So yeah, no, this is a really cool idea that Nick came up with, and then we kind of just started running with it. Nick, do you want to kind of explain what we're talking about?
Secret Weeb Santa.
Okay, cool. So in depth, it's basically
That's it. That's it.
I mean, he's
what else
right.
do you need?
He's not
actually
wrong.
yeah.
Secret
I guess
Wanta.
Secret
you kind of nailed
Wanta.
it.
Secret Wanta.
So we basically drew names, and then we gifted, quote unquote, gifted
Woo!
anime suggestions to one another.
You're welcome.
And I gotta say, what we recommended, totally not what I expected. I mean, I know we had limitations. We didn't want to torture anybody.
We wanted to be nice.
Wanted to be nice. Wanted to
Next
have.
year,
We did?
Next year, I'm gonna be unhinged.
Oh no. We were okay. I guess we were somewhat nice. There are some torture shows.
Were there?
I believe there were.
I don't feel it.
Some of them may not have been real dingers, as we were saying earlier before the
I
show.
only recommended bangers.
Bangers.
But it was a lot of fun nonetheless. So basically, who would like to go first? I think we can kind of fill it out.
Well,
Oh no,
I would say the hostess with the mostest should go first.
absolutely. Okay, cool. So let me go into a little bit more detail. We were given either one full anime series of 24, 25-ish episodes, or two anime series with 12 episodes. So no matter what, throughout the month of May, we would be watching 25 episodes of anime. And this, for those who don't know, is an homage to our friend Ed, who, what was it, 2021?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yep.
Where to just go from green, maybe watched a few anime, to true weeb. He watched nothing but anime in the month of May, and so we kind of kept that going with
I mean,
this.
he's
So
still watching dubs, so not true weeb.
Whoa!
Hot take.
Whoa!
That's a 3-letter word around here, sir.
Okay, so
We blight.
yeah.
Mhm.
Stop it. I watch.
I mean-
Weeb adjacent.
And
How
that's
many-
fine. I'm with
Ed.
you. I'm with you.
Mm.
How many Daki Makuras do you have now?
Oh, me?
You mean
Yes.
Daki Makura?
Why'd you say it like that?
I've never heard anybody
Daki
say it. I've only
Makura?
seen the
Daki
word.
Makura sounds like a proper name, like with
Yeah.
a first and last name.
That sounds
Excuse
like
me,
a
you
girl
got
that
a
just
them
transferred
Daki
to my high
Makuras?
school.
Oh man, did you meet our new foreign exchange student, Daki Makura?
He sounds like a cartoon dog.
She's in the literature club. She calls it the Doki Doki Literature Club.
Dude, I would watch that slice of life.
And then she picks up a guitar and calls herself K-On.
Oh, hell yeah.
But we all really know that she's literally Hitler.
And
she
a
plays
furry.
that one good song called God Knows.
God knows.
Oh, it's so good.
It is so good. Okay, so I'll start. So I no, excuse me, Jim drew my name, and so
Oh.
Jim got to wait. Nope, sorry, it was
You
Buster.
drew my name.
I drew. Yep, I'm saying.
You drew
Okay,
Jim's name.
cut all that. No.
What
it
did
all.
you
Cut
watch?
that. Cut that.
Don't listen to this until right now.
Yeah, Buster drew my name. So, friend of the show, Buster, got to suggest something very special. What did you recommend to me, Buster?
I gave you Mob Psycho, my dude.
Yep, Mob
Oh,
Psycho
oh.
season 1 and season 2.
I have problems that you never even watched it in the first place.
So, okay.
I even knew what that was.
So here, let me kind of go. So I loved One Punch Man season 1,
Right.
Mhm.
right? And then I heard that Mob Psycho is the same guy.
Right.
Never got around to it. Oh no. I think I watched like one episode, like the first episode, and we're just like, this is kind of dry.
First episode is not that great.
Yeah. And I think I kind of pieced out at that point. And then
So you didn't
One
give
Punch
it
Man
the
season 2
3-episode
happened,
rule?
and I'm like, wow, that's awful. I don't want any part of that. Right. And then who we got? Season 2 of Mob Psycho happened, and I was like, okay, it's gotta be good. And then I tried watching the first episode again, and it was just like it was not a hit for me. So I will say this, Buster, I am very glad that you did recommend this to me, though.
Hey,
Because it is seen, it is on there. I might even watch season 3 when it comes out.
I know I will.
However, I do have a however.
Here we go.
Is it me, or is the anime just really boring until the claw stuff happens?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I will admit, from an objective point of view, yes. But I enjoyed it still.
I mean, it's funny. It's got its moments, but once you see the claw stuff happening, it's like they were saving all their budget for this, and I get why. It's
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal whenever you start seeing all the action sequences within the actual episodes of them doing everything. But
Yeah, they go
man,
hard.
Show kind of blows its load pretty hard, to be honest with you.
yeah, it kind of does.
And it's because like the guy that did One Punch Man, the reason season 2 sucked is because he said, "Nah, I just want to focus on Mob Psycho. You guys do whatever the fuck you want with it." And so that's why season 2 looked just as good as 1.
Yeah.
So season 2 was like the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Story wise, no. Animation wise, kind of.
Yeah,
Animation slapped.
animation again. The animation is just amazing at that endpoint.
Mhm.
But everything else is just like it doesn't like even season 2 I'm kind of like none of these things that happened really matter. Like in season 1 you get introduced to Dimple, and then Dimple does all these other things with Ritsu, right? You
Right.
know, so you're like, these matter. But in season 2 it was like, okay, you went and visited a house, okay, nothing really happened there. Oh, you and Reagan are having a fight,
Hey,
nothing's going on there,
Andrew,
because it wraps itself up. But man, once it hits,
Andrew,
like-
you're talking to all of us. Have you even said what this show is about?
oh yeah, so that's probably something we should do.
Wasn't it clear? I
Reminder,
thought it was clear.
everybody, when you see your stuff, when you speak your piece. So Mob Psycho is about espers. Okay, so the world of psychic abilities, psychokinetic abilities. And there is a kid named Shigeo. God,
Shigeo.
Shigeo. Thank you. Who is probably the most powerful esper out there. But he tries to contain everything and make himself an ordinary person. And kind of like live his life without using any of his powers. You know, he even joins a body improvement club to, you know,
Hell
try
yeah.
to get better in life and try to win the girl's heart that he has a crush on, stuff like that.
Like wearing baggy jeans when you got a big dick.
Exactly.
I've heard that analogy for this show many times.
Anytime I hear Mob Psycho, everyone's like, "Oh, the baggy jeans anime." But yeah, like it is a good show at points. Other times I'm just kind of like, all right, let's speed it along. Let's speed it along. You know, again, if it's by the guy that did One Punch Man, and Buster, you told me a weird fact about that.
Mhm.
What was it about how with his One Punch Man and his Mob Psycho stuff?
Oh, yeah, I think the only thing I remember was that he pieced out for season 2 of the One Punch Man to work on Mob Psycho only. That's all I remember.
So is he doing the manga at all, to your knowledge?
That I don't know. I just know with the show for sure, he said, "I'm bored with One Punch Man. I just want to do Mob Psycho."
Which that to me is funny, you know, because it's
Isn't,
just like
I mean, and
Go ahead.
tell me, behind like Demon Slayer, behind My Hero Academia, isn't One Punch Man like third tier, like on the list, like as far as like really popular right now?
What?
no,
Right now,
no,
no.
not right
One
now.
Punch Man fell off hardcore
Did
after
it?
season
Okay.
1.
When it showed up, yeah, it
When
was great.
When it showed up, yeah, absolutely. But when basically this guy said, you know what, I don't want to do One Punch Man anymore. You
Yep.
guys do season 2, and then season 2 was a stinker.
Yeah.
It
You
was
know,
very bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then it was like what, 3 years later, 4 years later.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Also, from a storytelling perspective, you can't keep One Punch Man going forever.
you really can't
The
because
Shield Hero experience.
Hey, watch yourself.
I know what I said.
He has a sore throat. He can't be in the show this year.
he's gonna be back within a few.
He also messed up Kaguya-sama.
Yeah, because he was that too.
All right. Did you only watch that one?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Mob
'cause it was
Psycho
2
season 1 and 2.
seasons.
I watched an OVA that I thought was
Oh.
kind of fun as well.
Was it the
Um,
one where they go on vacation?
They go into the onsen.
Yeah.
Is it a beach episode?
It's not a beach episode, but it's just an onsen episode. And even then it was pretty cool because it kind of like continued on where the second season leaves off and then kind of sets up for doesn't really set up, but it just kind of is just a nice way to end it, you know.
Everything in a nice, neat little bow.
Yeah. There is a movie for Reagan,
Yeah.
which Reagan is a con man. Basically,
yeah.
he pretends to be a psychic, and he takes advantage of Mob's powers. Yeah, you know, for his own financial benefit, basically. But I will say, at first, I hated him. Really didn't care for him.
Oh, he grows on you so fast over
He
time. in the
Grows on
show.
you like a rash.
Almost
Like in
a
the worst
con
way.
It's
man.
fantastic. And also,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to point that out. Con man, I don't know. I think businessman is the term you're looking for.
No,
sir.
he's a con man. No, he's a con man.
No.
Yeah, he's definitely
He's just a savvy businessman,
All right.
exercising the demons
Uh-huh.
by giving you a sweet massage,
He is
releasing that tension on your shoulders that the
he
demon's
is a
putting there.
businessman like those preachers on TV that get rid of the demons are. Exactly
cool.
the same.
Oh,
That's cool.
okay.
Exactly the same.
Okay. All right. So let's say this then. To continue on, I was gifted by Buster, so I think Buster gets to talk about his, and then we'll just continue on
Absolutely.
with like that kind of way.
Yeah.
So Buster, take it away, sir.
All right. First, I want to ask Andrew. So, out of a possible 10 bones, how many bones would you give that show?
Jesus.
Man,
Yeah, give that show your bone.
No,
Yeah,
for
dude,
Mob Psycho 100, out of 100 bones.
Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, fine. So
How would you bone down?
I'd be
Mob Psycho
satisfied with
100?
up to 10, but you could do 100. I'm fine with that.
if you want to do it out of 100, I would
Right.
say it is 70%.
70 bones. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
That cuts deep, sir.
Would have been a lot better.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
I liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad
It's-
you enjoyed some of it at least.
It's a lot of people's like favorite anime of the last
That's another
decade.
thing. I've heard it a lot. Like there was Joey the Anime Man did like a whole hour thing of
He
just
doesn't
asking.
watch anime. He doesn't count.
Yeah, but he asked other people. He asked a lot of other anime anime YouTubers, anime Twitch people, And there were a few of them that said Mob Psycho, and I'm just like, I don't know why that's your favorite out of
I saw
all
that
of them.
video. That was hurtful.
Yeah.
Also, it was like 3 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
All right. Buster, what'd you watch?
Oh boy. So Buster over here watched the famous show, the famous anime Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the Garfield?
Oh,
yes. Yes, that's the one.
Is that the one with the hand job in the hotel? Or
Also
the
that,
hospital?
yes, yes.
Hospital.
Hospital.
Yeah.
God, that's so fucked up.
I wanna like
Why would Garfield do that, right?
I really want that Garfield t-shirt, but I feel like I don't deserve it. I need to earn it.
Nah, you want it so bad. Just get it, man. Make this your summer.
Can you give us a brief overview of this apparent classic?
Yes. So, first of all, I was gifted or burdened by Ed
Seems legit.
to watch this show. This show starts like many other tales about a young man forced to get in the damn robot and fight a bunch of not kaijus, and
Also not a robot.
also not a robot, and
Spoilers.
be a total perv to his co-workers who are also females and
So they're
also
female
underage like
robots?
him. and yeah, everybody's kind of shitty.
Everybody's kind of shitty.
except for the one girl that was like obviously shitty, but I liked her because she commented all the time on how shitty Shinji is.
So, how many Asuka figures do you have now?
I have at least 7 on the way. I'm hoping to get 7 more.
I'm pretty sure I got the right OP going. I'm pretty sure.
So I gotta say that intro song, holy shit, what a banger. You can't deny it.
Everybody loves it.
Everybody
All-time
loves
classic,
Cruel
yeah.
Angel's Thesis. It's amazing.
Kiss of Death, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched this in dub.
This
And-
seems like the wrong robot show.
Yeah, I feel like
Everything that he's described is in this show.
But this show is about puberty.
This one specifically.
No, they're both about
None of the
trauma.
others.
And they have a guy who has to get in the damn robot. There just
Yeah.
so happens to be another girl in the robot.
Yeah, but something actually happens in this anime.
They go to space.
It
Spoilers.
is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
That
and
joke is stupid.
Yeah,
so yeah,
Steady
there was
gets
like
lifted or something.
where was I? Oh yeah, anime's a banger. Or sorry, not anime.
Opening.
The opening's a banger. The anime itself, I went a little hog wild. I went rogue on this one because there's 26 episodes, and I told myself, you know what, I'm just gonna watch all 26 instead of just the recommended 24. And then I was so unsatisfied with it that I watched like all the movies and shit
Oh
afterwards.
no.
Oh god.
Wow.
Now here's the thing though. Here's the thing. There's only like 2 canon movies, I think. Yeah, there's 2 canon movies, and then there's like these 3 movies that are kind of newer that are totally uncanon or non-canon.
Oh, they're more
so
like missile movies.
that was like they don't have anything to do with the main show,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Yeah,
So
'cause,
I watched all the show, and
Which movie specifically, if you
Oh.
remember the names?
I watched End of Evangelion and Evangelion Death True Squared.
Oh, so one is a lie.
Which one was did you watch Evangelion Dream Drop Distance?
I did not.
You watched 365 and
Over
3/4.
Evangelion Chain of Memories.
Don't joke.
It's a real
What are you
thing.
getting offended over? Is it Kingdom Hearts or
Well, first of
Evangelion?
all,
Yes.
I love Chain of Memories. That is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Number 2.
He never played it.
What am I being fucking gaslit? Like, I
you,
did.
I want to know. Did you play it on the GBA?
Yeah.
There you
Yo,
go.
did you play it on a GBA?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was in high school.
Did
There
you
you
get
go.
a save file from 1999 and try and bring it back to 2022?
No, I did not do
whenever
that.
It doesn't work out correctly.
I did not
All
do
right,
that.
Just making sure.
I
Well,
did.
the animation in this looks really cool.
I'm so confused.
Well, it's because
I
it's
like
Prime Video.
Evangelion.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody thinks of me.
Jeff
do
Bezos
like it.
put in more money.
Hell yeah, man.
I
So,
mean, hey-
anyways, yeah. So I'll say the things I like about this first, because there are things that I do really like about this show. I liked
Really?
yeah, I did actually. There's some things I like. There's a sense of realism, quote unquote, in some of the things, the choices that they've made. Like, say they have these giant ass robots, like, right? And
Not
they're
a
like,
robot, yeah.
okay, we don't have anything that could power these things indefinitely. They have to be plugged in. And like, okay, that's kind of an annoying plot thing sometimes, because you literally only have like 5 minutes in the robots and that's it. But that is like, okay, I get it. I could see that happening in real life, kind of. And then there's like all this shit going on with all the angels. That's what they're fighting the whole time. Is see, the robots are called the Avas, and they're fighting the angels. That's the whole point of the show, right? And you have these moments of like the angels show up and then they kick their ass when they show up, and they're like, oh shit, we need to get people out of the city. We cannot get this taken care of right now. And so they show you all the evacuations. Sometimes it takes like days for these things to get done with what they're doing. And it's that part's kind of neat. But then other than that, I'm like, there was a lot of things I didn't understand. Like I have a whole list of notes. I have a whole
So-
list. I'm just going to read a few things. What
Before
would you
get
want,
to
Andrew?
that, you said it was neat. Would you also say it's trash?
Whoa.
I would say
Oh,
mostly trash.
get out.
Yes. Oh,
Yes,
the title
I got
drop.
it in there.
no,
That
Cut the
Buddy.
credits.
Drink. Yeah. Okay. No. Here's a few notes. Let's see. The show's fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
The concept of cities inverting for protection is cool.
Like a
They did a-
boner.
Oh yeah, so that's like the cities are as they are, but then they can like drop them down underneath into the ground, so to where they're like hanging, so then the angels can't attack them. So that's pretty cool. Let's
Like,
see.
the way
take
you
the town
describe
and
it-
move it over there.
The way you describe it sounds so much cooler than what actually is in practice.
I know, right? They should have had me in charge.
Buster, when you're
But-
done, I have a hot take theory that everybody pretty much knows in their heart.
All right, hit me with it.
Oh, you don't you have more notes?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Finish your
Uh,
notes.
Finish your notes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll finish the notes. Let's see. Oh yeah. I have one that says end of episode 4 with the train was super awkward, and they have like throughout the show they have all these insanely awkward pauses where the camera will just sit still for like I don't know 30 to 45 seconds at
Oh,
a
the
time.
elevator.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
have that. They have a part where like they're like, "Yo, we got the cicada sound. We need to get our money's worth on this." So they're gonna stand outside just staring at each other.
How else would you know it's summertime?
Exactly. I'm glad they did that for me. I couldn't tell by looking outside. And fucking every time there was times where like Masato was, having an intimate moment, and then they decided, okay, you're gonna be in the bedroom listening to this shit for a minute straight. Like, what the hell? I don't want to do that. It's crazy.
Did they? Is that still in the Netflix version?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mentioned this earlier, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew. I did watch it in the dub. A lot of times,
Nothing wrong with that.
because when I first started anime, I would only watch dub. But now that I've grown older and wiser, I do realize that some subs are much, much, much better. This one, I just thought, you know what? I think no matter what, even if the sub is better, I want to do dub for this one.
You gotta
think
watch
it'd be
the
funnier.
Adult Swim version.
Oh yeah, true.
The Adult Swim version.
Yeah, they played this on Adult Swim, and they would only play the dub.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's fair. Okay, I see what you're saying.
This is giving me epilepsy.
I have only watched the VHS version of this.
Oh my god.
When High School Anime Club.
Your hipster is showing.
I
Tim.
was not in the high school anime club. I wish I was in the high school because we did have one.
He is
don't
the
even-
high school anime club.
I don't even remember if my school did.
Yeah, they did because I was in it.
Oh.
Nick
I didn't-
was
let's
the
figure
club.
something.
They did it for Nick specifically. He said, "Guys, we need a club." He said, "You got it. Say no more."
Say no more, fam. So,
Wow.
You want anyone else in this? No.
so on
No,
a scale of
I'm good.
100 bones.
After school, leave me in the room by myself.
Wait, Nick, what
Don't
was
come
your
in.
hot take?
Yeah, what's your
yeah.
hot?
What was
yeah.
your hot take?
Oh, my hot take is that this show is only for teenagers. And the farther you are away from teenagers, the worse that it gets when you first see it.
Interesting.
You know, I think that's a good way to put it. To be honest,
So, hearing Buster's take, I was like, yeah, all right, this sounds like what was it, 25 ish maybe.
So you're talking about his age, and
Both
that
yours are
is
hard.
undisclosed.
Undisclosed, but
well,
yeah,
it's just
let's
after
say
a minute, you
mid-20s.
just kind of
So-
stop counting. You know, we live in the moment.
So I'm going to say, yeah, you would have a lukewarm response to it. If you were 17, oh my God, this show would be hitting so goddamn hard for you.
Yeah,
I was
like,
I
You'd
was
be
14.
like, man, I masturbate in hospitals too. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it's so relatable.
But knowing an old curmudgeon like who gifted it to you,
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
when
say.
they first saw it, I think that they would think, yeah, no.
Ed, how
Why
old were
would
you
just
when you
get
first
the
saw it?
goddamn robot? His dad's all right.
yeah, dude. Oh my god, like I understand why his. Yeah. I understand why his dad left him.
So,
I wanted to. I couldn't get away from that little shit.
so,
Fuck Shinji.
Oh my
Like he
God.
went for
Buster-
that Japanese milk and he said, yeah, I'm going to chunk deuce. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
In response to watching this classic show, is there any ROG products you want to buy with the branding on it? They have a full lineup.
For those listening right now, we put up a full Evangelion lineup of ROG products on our
I don't
Twitch
even know
channel.
what this is. Oh, this is a router.
A router?
Oh, that was a router, yeah.
Oh my
They
gosh.
also have a motherboard. And then
Wow.
a 3090. And then a 3080. And then I don't understand how this is EVA at all, but you know. Oh, this right there. Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
Alright,
the
that's
little-
pretty cool, but
That's
I
Ava
never-
Unit 1 right there.
I don't know about that. Oh, do you want a power supply?
they have a power supply?
Oh man. What about I don't know what this is.
Do they have a big
Oh,
obnoxious
it's
plug?
just an SSD enclosure. That's all it is.
That's
Oh
just
my
for
God.
plot reasons.
God.
What about the monitor?
What's the specs on the monitor?
Oh, let's find out.
So
Learn more.
this show is basically a JRPG because they
Yeah.
build robots
Yeah.
to fight through angels to eventually kill God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
And
Not
it
a
all
robot.
started with a teenager.
Not a robot and not built.
Yep, not a robot, not built.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
it discovered?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in so many years, but I know it's fresh on your mind because you like pretty much watch it all the time.
Still never
Ed
seen
is
it.
haunted by Evangelion.
I refuse
Yeah,
to watch
yeah.
it.
I,
like,
at
I
some
wanna-
point, you all will feel my pain.
Yeah, I wanted to say, Nick, the whole time I was watching this show, I did feel like maybe I would have liked it if I had watched it when I was supposed to. But
Like you missed your
now,
window.
yeah, but now I don't personally like it. I can see why a lot of people did like it though.
So what's your bone score then?
Yeah, on a bone scale.
Yeah. How would you bone these?
In a hospital.
In a hospital.
So, but before I give it some bones, I need to say two things.
Okay.
One, I liked Asuka because, like I said, she called Shinji out on all of his little bitchy shit that he always did.
Yeah.
Shinji did a lot of bitchy shit, and
Really?
he is the worst character that's ever existed.
The wrestler?
No, not
He
Asuka. the
wrestles too. What a bastard! Yeah, that's mostly what I took away from this. And oh yeah, freaking! I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but I watched the movies and stuff because the very last 2 episodes of the show, they don't talk about the show anymore.
Yes.
So
Like
add
they have
more
a
to the
thing that's
heat?
going on, like a big major thing, and then they just say, no, we're gonna do this other weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then they just use like fucking stills for the entire last episode instead of actual animation.
Yep. And then the end of Evangelion, like I said, super disappointing to me because the whole time in this show, I realized that I only disliked Shinji. Once I saw that specific movie, End of Evangelion, I actually grew to hate him.
Oh, wow.
That
Ooh.
is when he became the biggest piece of shit that's ever existed. And it was oh man, it sucks. It sucks so much. I don't want to say what it is because I don't know. I mean, it's been so long, but I don't know if it's cool. Regardless,
I mean, we all
whatever.
know what it is.
I watched that.
I mean,
I'll
if
tell
he
you
was
about it later,
15,
Ed, for
he'd
sure.
be the prophet Messiah.
And fucking what is it? Oh, the Death True squared or some bullshit. That one actually is a waste of time. It's unnecessary because it's just a recap. That's all it is.
Oh.
Sounds so much like Kingdom Hearts.
Well, the whole thing was that like that one was supposed to be the recap of some other shit and also added some extra, and then the other one was the actual end that was supposed to be for it. Or I'm sorry, the end that came. It's basically Mass Effect 3 director's cut. Like the fans were so pissed they did a new ending for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, because
But-
again, you're just watching stills of in the last fucking episode, so everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Oh, here's a movie now." Because sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
So
takes.
okay, so my bone score.
Bone score.
This. All right, for me personally, my enjoyment, my entertainment of it, I give it 6 bones out of 10.
Oh, that's a 60%.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't feel like it's fair to say any lower than that. Although I feel like my enjoyment level was lower than that.
So it's an
So-
IGN.com stinker.
Yeah.
So if anybody is listening and they have a lot of issue with whatever Buster is saying, Buster, what's your Twitch channel? Your Twitch and your Twitter?
Oh, of course, it's twitch.tv/BusterBonesVTuber. Come on and tell me something. I'm ready. I just got called out for being a toxic gamer last night, so
Never
I'm ready
mind.
for anything.
I'm just gonna go rewatch Code Geass, the superior mech.
Oh,
The best mech.
oh, that's not true. But Code Geass is so good.
Sorry, that hurt.
So,
Jim,
so-
we will discuss this later.
We will. We will.
So
It's Gurren
moving
Lagann,
on-
by the way. Anyways,
Current login.
That's on my list to watch.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's the funnest one.
hell
it's
yeah.
the funnest one. It's not the best.
It's
Yeah.
not the best.
No.
Yeah,
Those
he already
words are
showed
synonymous. But
Darwin.
anyways,
that's
so
not, no, it's not.
yeah, we're gonna pass it on down.
To the sick fuck that recommended this show to you.
Which can I say real quick? So again, I wanted to bring up. You all surprised me a lot because I was expecting a lot of shonen. I was expecting, a lot of like big heavy hitter animes that people know.
boring.
I
Right?
expected exactly what Ed recommended. Buster.
Yeah.
I expected that from Ed. Yes, I'll say that.
Like
But
he was hyping that up. He said he didn't care who it was.
Yeah,
They're going to get it.
Yeah. and
Oh
I said
yeah,
again,
I wanted
he
to
was licking
ask
his
that, Ed.
lips when he said, "Whoa, what am I going to recommend?"
Yeah, I thought, okay, so I was wondering, like, did you just have that ready to go and you're like, I don't give a fuck who gets in the way of this? They're getting blasted by some Evangelion.
Oh yeah, that was barrel
Absolutely.
number 1. Like I
Okay.
had another one for certain people in barrel number 2. Like I was ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
What
I
would've-
wasn't
what
like,
would've
like
been
I
mine?
wasn't in the Slack channel like, oh, I don't know what to give certain. No, fucking everyone was gonna get the same goddamn things.
Yeah.
What would have been Jim's if you got him? Because he already seen Evangelion.
Oh,
That for
I'm gonna save
later?
it for next year.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So
Slow burn.
I just want to say, you guys, we recommended a lot of like slice of life, real take it easy kind of animes, and romance animes.
Hey! Shut up!
This is a good lead in over to Ed, though. Please take it away.
Okay, so I like different, more like I'm not a big slice of life person like you guys all are, and Todd
Uh-huh.
was so kind to, I guess, brighten my life, as he put it,
Uh-huh.
with some romance anime.
Yeah. I'm a nice guy.
Oh,
It begs the question, what are you doing, step bro?
No. At first, I picked Wotakoi, but then turns out I watched it sub, which doesn't make any sense because I don't watch subs. But turns out I did.
So you had a brief stint of enlightenment.
I did.
Wasn't it more of a situation of we looked at each other's my anime list and Todd said there's too much darkness in here.
There's too much darkness
Yeah.
and not enough love in Ed's. So I had to help him.
yeah. So Todd was kind enough
Uh-huh,
to
uh-huh.
recommend me Tony Kawa
Hell yeah.
as a
The cutest
replacement
show on the
for the
planet.
other one.
That's a banger of an opening right there.
Oh man, the OP on this is so good.
Yeah.
And what
And-
else?
Domestic Girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
So Jim, you were not far off
The
with the step
forbidden
bro thing.
love. Some would say tainted love, but that song got ruined by Marilyn Manson.
So
Some would say Wincest.
ooh.
Yo,
Oh,
fucking
man.
weebs.
It's like a real fucking cock ninja up in here.
I just remember at one point Ed.
Y'all
just
know
wrote-
what that is.
Yeah. I just remember at one point Ed just wrote in Slack, his name is NASA. And I'm like, yeah, his name is fucking NASA.
Yeah,
And
goddamn.
he is adorable. And
I
so
was-
is his wife.
I was like, dude, why do you give your name a catchphrase?
I don't know.
So
So-
what's Tony Kawa about? I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
what's Tony
familiar
Kawa
with
about?
this show.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. It's
Says the three people that watch it.
yeah, it's about a 12-year-old who gets hit by a bus and meets a girl who helps him, and then he
He's
falls
not
immediately in
12.
love.
He's not 12.
Oh no, we're gonna go through this. And then he's like, okay, I'll marry you after meeting you for 5 minutes because that's
Uh-huh.
healthy.
Uh-huh.
And then 3 years go by, so he's like 15, and now he's getting married.
Okay.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Because they look like they're 12 and then 15.
Looks
But
can be
it's-
deceiving.
Anime always makes everyone look really young.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I
there's way
guess
too many moms in here that's saying, "Oh, I'm like in my 40s." Like, bitch.
yeah. So old boy marries mysterious girl who was like ghosted him for 3 years, and then eventually she comes back, is like, okay, I'm getting ready to get married. They get married, and then I guess it's all about trying to figure out how to bone her while also being the nicest guy.
So for me, when I watched this, I was like, oh, are they gonna do something where like she's like the Kaguya, where she was like from the moon?
I mean, that's
know?
what they hinted at the entire time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
keep
Mhm.
hinting at it, that she's like this otherworldly person. But nothing happened.
Yeah, I
Season
was
two. Season
fully
two's
expecting
coming.
it to be an entire schizophrenic episode.
Season 2's coming.
Better reveal that she is from the moon.
So the show is called Fly Me to the Moon.
Yes.
So is the manga, but it's called Tonikawa. Obviously,
Yeah.
but like she's from the moon, right? Like that's the
She's
assumption.
got to be. There's too much moon related crap.
Yeah.
And she keeps
Like she-
that little thing on her hair. I don't want to say it's a yarmulke, but it looks like something like in that nature.
I mean, there's so much moon related crap because there's so much NASA.
Fuck off.
Damn it, I hate you, but goddamn, you're right. But I mean, the chick has a freaking piece of moon rock in a hermetically sealed case in her mansion.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
come on, this is like, oh, I'm gonna bring home with me. Come on.
I mean, that's called a NASA gift shop.
It's a gift shop. By
So-
the way, at the time of this show, like throughout most of it, NASA's supposed to be 18.
I believe that.
He does look 10.
Well,
like-
I mean, yeah, because he lives on his own, has a job.
He's like a programmer or some shit.
And didn't they say 18 on the marriage license too?
Yeah, I believe they did.
Mhm.
So
And
Ed?
it's coming.
When you first said that, I was
He's what he
thinking
wants
of
to
NASA
see.
the
Can you hear me?
place.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What? Sorry, my thing like disconnected for a minute.
Oh no. We were saying that the marriage license that they both signed said they were 18.
And if not, that's fraud. And that's
Yeah.
illegal.
And the Japanese would never do that.
Right.
I mean, you can say a lot of things on a piece of paper, but I'm looking at you. You don't look 18. Guess what?
So can I have a bone score for Tonikawa?
Oh, I was going to ask him how many moons does he give it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, how
Why not
many
both?
moons?
Give him some moons, give him some bones.
Give him some
Oh,
boon-
he can give bones for the next one. 'cause
So
there's plenty of
actually,
bones
you
in
know
it.
what? Can I go into the next one before I give it
Yeah,
a score because
Absolutely.
because the next one affected the score of the first one.
Oh, what? How'd that happen?
We're gonna find
Oh,
out.
man.
So
Okay.
yeah, domestic girlfriend.
He's
Oh,
ready
gosh.
with that video.
Oh, I have them all ready, but
Okay.
Yeah.
this one is just in my favorites at all time.
At first, I was like, okay, let me, like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like some teenage angst bullshit. And then the dad gets remarried,
Yes, he does.
and I
Good
was
for
like,
him for finding love again after his previous wife.
yeah, good for him. He's like,
Forgot if she died or not. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
and then like homeboy is like, I was like, all right, he's got a crush on his teacher. That's not a bad thing.
Been
Dad
there.
gets remarried. The teacher's my stepsister. And the girl I lost my virginity to is my stepsister as well now.
Oh no.
God damn it, anime.
And then,
Fucking.
Buster, did you not know?
No.
have you not seen this show?
No, I haven't.
God damn.
Our pure wolf seeing this smut?
First of all,
I'm too busy watching Gurren Lagann.
say it's full
Staying
name or
with
it
that.
doesn't matter.
Second Tapa.
There you go.
So I was like, okay, please let something happen. God damn. I
Plenty
was-
happens.
Huh?
Plenty happens.
Yeah, I know plenty happens, but it's like throw a joke in there or something.
Somebody throw a pie. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure pies were thrown around.
Oh no.
Literally, the
party.
first scene of the show, pie is being thrown around.
Is that a
Oh,
euphemism?
really?
Oh, it's a euphemism.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm 99% confident the first scene of the show is him getting laid.
I believe so.
Oh boy.
I don't think it is. I think it's him like about to.
Don't make me.
No,
pull it
no,
up.
it's him finishing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's him
Oh, that's right.
finishing.
you're getting confused with American Pie. Sorry, continue.
No, that's right. That's right. Nick's right. It's him finishing.
And,
Having
like, I think
just
the first line of the show is "I just lost my virginity" or some shit like that.
Well, we should really. He's not finishing, is what we're
He's
seeing.
putting his clothes back on.
Yeah,
after being
yeah.
done,
It's
yeah.
the "you're still here" kind of talk.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh, this is the first clip right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Get out.
Good stuff.
This show is a roller coaster. And I hate to tell you, the manga is worse,
I believe it.
I believe it.
but better worse.
Isn't that always the case though?
No.
Because then you
No.
accidentally read a doshinji, and then it's like,
Exactly.
oh, no.
Yeah, I don't even need the doshinji. There are 0.5 chapters in this one, and those are the steamy ones.
Ooh. If you're listening, please take note. 0.5. That's where you want to
0.5
go.
chapters.
Oh, dudes are always talking about adding a 0.5. Come on. Who are you kidding?
Got to. So spice level is high.
Oh, so high.
Like,
Ed.
Obscenely high, but also, goddamn, was I bored.
How
and
dare you?
and that's just because you don't like these type of animes. You need some sort of action.
There's so much action in this.
So much action.
I mean,
If you had to- if you
There
had
it
to-
really was.
If
There
you
was
had to compare
self-action?
this, like, what's the shonen version of this show?
Darling in the Franxx.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, but again, it's not just like I
There's
also
so much
enjoy
nothing
horror.
going on in that show.
Oh man.
Like I enjoy horror animes as well.
This
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
I mean, isn't this horrifying?
No, this was
You
just
end
like
up banging your stepsister, and then you have to put a suppository in her ass.
Oh
God
right.
damn, that's right.
What happens?
It
So-
happens.
You got done with your list pretty early on, like in one weekend.
immediately.
Super fast.
Like first week, yeah.
And that's just because you're like, I'm not doing this.
Oh.
No, and Nick was like trying to convince me. He's like, "Oh no, man, just pepper it out through the month." And I'm like, "No. I saw the first one, and then like I saw the first couple episodes with it, and like I said, that one was better than Domestic to me. Because I was like, well, at least this one's got some fucking jokes. I mean, the whole thing is a joke. 2 kids getting married.
Oh,
Oh, hot take.
commentary.
No, like literal kids.
Yo, Ed, I gotta say, that's funny that you say what your strategy was for the month. Mine was the same thing. I was done in like the first 2 weeks too,
Yeah.
because I needed to know. I needed it to end. I needed to see something that was satisfying, and I just could never find it.
Didn't want to drag
You
out
guys
that
are
pain.
some selfish anime watchers.
Yes, I
See,
watch it for
that's-
me and me only.
See, that's what's confusing because there's so much satisfaction in Domestic Girlfriend. Like,
Hey, Nick,
For the viewer,
Hello.
you'll be
Yeah,
happy
if
to
you do
know
it
that
right.
I finished yesterday.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're not going to want to hear what I have to say.
And
uh,
so
it's like I'm finishing mine right now.
so first we need a moon score for Tonikawa.
right.
And the bone
And
score.
then a
Yeah,
bonus-
bone score
And a
sounds
brotherly
appropriate for the other
bone
one.
score.
Or you can do a spice score, either one.
Okay, so since we're doing out of 10, I'll give Tony Kawa 6 moon rocks.
Ooh,
Okay.
got a Mob
Uh,
Psycho score.
Which,
And
No, you gave it a 7.
Oh, yeah, I gave it a 7. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got an Evangelion score.
Yeah, Evangelion.
yeah, and I'll give Domestic Girlfriend 4 just the tips.
It's not even a full bone.
Out of a possible, out of a possible one full.
Yeah.
One full bone. Oh man, you hated it that much, huh?
Beef
I
tips.
was bored, man. Like I'm like, dude, fucking nut up or shut up already. God damn.
That's what
He
every
does.
stepsister porn starts as.
Yeah, he finally does, like by episode 8.
8 again. He literally fucks minute 1 of the show.
Right, I know, but that was because he was kind of forced.
It was
Yeah.
so quick and forgettable, though.
Whoa, hold on. Let's not just say the F.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Come on now.
He
You'll
was,
use the F word here when we talk to anime.
he was coerced. No, that's not.
No,
he was
no.
groomed to it.
He was
No.
groomed into it.
No. Save that for RM Expo.
RM Expo.
2042.
Also, that I have a screenshot from the manga as my background on fucking Steam, or as my profile picture on Steam.
You do? Yep.
Do you remember during Tabletop Simulator, it kept popping up? I was like, maybe shouldn't do this, but I have to.
It was great.
All right. I guess we should transition to me.
Yeah, because Todd was the person who burdened me with that. I will say, though, I did wash that taste out of my mouth with some other ones. So
So I want to talk after, because I know that a lot of us did extra on top of what we were
I've
gifted.
watched so much anime this month.
So we'll talk about that once we conclude the gifts.
yeah.
First off, I'm gonna say thank you, Nick, for these suggestions. Yeah. One of them hurt my soul. Like, Ori Monogatari hurt my soul.
Why?
Because like it plays upon like the stupid guy that has zero self-confidence. I was like, this was me in high school.
Yeah,
like, I was the fat
know
fuck
that
that
guy.
did not understand any signals at all. And it was just like trying to be there for everyone. This show, for one, is not great. I don't like this show at all for some reason. It just does not work for me. Also, the animation's kind of odd. I don't know what it is, but like the art for their faces like really throws me off.
So that's what threw me off, because that was a show / manga called Peach Girl. That was the first time I ever noticed like this style.
With the
and I
huge
think they
fish
kind of
lips.
did it in Fruits Basket and stuff like that.
This is
where it just looks really girly.
It
remember
does.
when I was talking about why I don't like new anime? This is what my brain goes to when I think new anime is.
Yeah,
this
and this
kind
is
of
not
animation.
new.
This is not anywhere near new.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is what my brain goes to.
Well, this was 2016, I believe.
I mean that's newer than most of the stuff I watch.
Yeah, well, you're talking like 1980s.
80s and 90s, yeah.
Yeah, before he was, sperm.
Mm-hmm.
What? I was a full-blown child in 1986.
Yeah, but
I mean,
the
it's
stuff
a
you
sweet,
watch.
The show's a sweet love story. Like, it's really cute. But something about the first couple episodes, like with him being so dense, annoyed me too much to continue. Like, I watched it all just because I had to. But in general, I was like, this one doesn't work for me for some reason. Like, and I like romance animes. Like, I like Love Hina is one of my favorite anime manga ever.
Domestic Girlfriend.
Domestic Girlfriend, Ranma 1/2.
Oh,
which we'll talk about later because I rewatched a lot of it.
love Ranma.
Something about this one just did not work for me. But like, I can see why people liked it. And then while I was watching this, turns out there's a live action version of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it is horrifically bad.
It does not do this show any kind of justice.
As most live action.
Right. Now, one thing I do want to say is the dad from this show is badass. I don't know why he's so cool, but he's very cool.
Like, he is really cool, even if he's a guy who loves golf.
He really loves golf, yeah.
Yeah, but golf in Japan is like hot shots golf, and that is awesome.
Like, what is that? There's that new show like Birdie Wings or whatever it is. I don't remember.
Birdie Wing.
Yeah. And then once I finished this, Nick then threw Heaven's Lost Property on me. And I was like, this sounds really familiar.
Didn't you ask?
I watched it before.
You asked, though?
I asked for a second one, and I was upset once he gave me this. It took me about 5 episodes to realize I had watched it before.
Oh, man.
And so, but you rewatched all of it.
I did, and I've already forgotten the story. Like, it's that bad.
It's a perverted Fairly Odd Parents.
It kind of is,
much
yeah.
it.
Oh, God.
What throws me off is like the the animation style looks like it's from about 5 different anime at the same time.
I'm looking at the trailer you're playing right now, and I'm thinking of Baka and Test.
Which I love. Baka and Test. Baka
Yeah,
and Test
this
is one of my
is
favorite ones.
mid 2000s.
Yeah, this is like my high school era. And then it also has like every once in a while it gets like super artistic and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And then it has magical girl bullshit, which is also just too much. For some reason, the first time I saw the main character, I thought of Elfen Lied.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh, maybe it will redeem itself. And it didn't. It didn't at all. And I think the company that made this is like out of business completely. But
No.
I appreciated the attempt by Nick to get me into more Onomonogatari, but I just couldn't do it. Has those
Everyone
properties
hates
can
looking into the
Dynafire.
mirror.
But I've also had like weird things with a bunch of anime this season too. So like, we'll talk about that more later.
I like My Love Story because they get over the will they, won't they
Super
hate.
fast.
Like
Super quick.
Yeah.
And that's what Nick was like. As I was watching it, I was like messaging in Slack, and Nick's like, just be a little bit patient because we're used to will they, won't they for 12 episodes. Episode 11, they'll almost kiss while they're in kimonos and whatever the other thing is called. But fireworks will stop them.
Yeah.
So they don't kiss. But then the next episode, they kiss, and then the show's over.
Mm-hmm. Or even looter, hold hands.
Oh God.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, but I think your wife has talked to me about My Love Story before, so I think she's seen.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's just, it was just hard. Like, I
Gotta be
couldn't
some
do it.
taste in that house.
Oh man. Well, not with her. She's got COVID.
Oh,
Damn.
All right. That transitions to Nick.
No, it doesn't.
The COVID.
Because I'm gonna need
Oh.
how many sweet cakes?
Oh
Do
yeah.
you-
Oh,
My Love Story.
My Love Story gets 7 sweet cakes.
7 sweet cakes.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And Heaven's Lost Property, how many
2
flying panties?
2 flying panties. 2 flying panties.
Which,
There's
oddly enough, 2 flying panties translates to 7 bones out of 10 possible bones. So that's pretty good.
I like the exchange rate on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh. The rewatch, once I realized I was being bamboozled and watching the show again, I instantly went to my anime list to mark it so I never fell for this shit again.
Just got to keep them up to date. That's all you got to do.
I know, I won't fall for it next time.
I'm gonna have to call Mr. List and say, I need you to uncheck something for me.
His name is Matt.
We got many more years of this.
Oh man.
Okay. So then now we're going over to Nick's
Yeah.
watches.
Yeah, so my watches were bequeathed to me by Jim Tindo.
Hi.
Piece of shit.
And
You just went high.
okay, so I kind of know Jim's taste.
I could hear the quotation marks. Go on.
Yeah, and I was actually kind of taken aback by what he messaged me or what he gave me, but then all the pieces started to
You
fit
thought
together.
about it for a second.
Well, because before we even had any of this, Jim was asking about, which very unlike Jim, what's Moe?
Oh my god.
No. He asked, "What's Mo?"
What's Mo?
Oh, what's Moe? And then we told him, do you mean Moe? Cute girls doing cute things. He's like, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm looking for some animes like that.
animes.
And Jim don't watch those animes unless
all.
something's up. And I found out what was up. So the two that he gave me were Happy Sugar Life.
Good read. Good read.
And the other was Magical Girl Madoka or Magi Madoka Magica.
No. Puella, Magi, Madoka, Magical.
No, that's not how you say it. So he gave me both of those. And wow. So the first one, Happy Sugar Life, I had to, while I was acquiring it, I looked at a few comments on some of what people were saying about it. And people were like, wow, thanks. I haven't seen this in a while, but also never again. Or this anime was great if that thing, and that other thing never happened. And so I was like, okay, there's got to be some little fucked up thing going on here, some shenanigans. Started watching it. First episode, it seems pretty sugary. It's cute girls doing cute things. You have the whole story about one girl who she is kind of a self-proclaimed slut, but she only does this because she doesn't know what the real definition of love is. And so she's trying to find that. And so she does find it by, it seems, she adopted a little girl and she is working hard to make this little girl happy, and her happiness fuels the older girl's happiness, and that's what she finds as true love. And so it's great. But if anyone's seen the first episode of Invincible, the last 5 minutes, the show takes a turn.
Sure.
She will do anything to make sure that this little girl is happy. And we find out, oh yeah, the little girl and older girl are staying in an apartment, but then there's one blocked off room, and she goes into that room, and there's just blood splatters and trash bags all over the place.
Oh.
What could have happened? Well, that's what we find out in episode 2, and then so on, and the show just gets fucking worse and worse and worse. What a lot of anime doesn't show, at least not most animes, is that when there's usually one fucked up person in the show, that's the whole big bad antagonist or whatever. But in real life, if there's one fucked up person around, then there's usually more.
Yep.
And that's what this show is, because you turn out some people are really into the little girl. Some people are really into getting stepped on. Some people are into so I'm with the people in the comments. You're like, never again. But yeah, I had fun with it. I finished it.
Okay.
It got interesting.
I wanted to.
What was your thought process on giving that out?
Well, I wanted to, because I watched this a while ago, probably during the pandemic, and I wanted to make you feel how I felt
Despair.
after
Anything.
watching Serbian film.
What the fuck, Jim?
I don't think I feel how after you felt.
No,
after watching
it definitely
Serbian
not, because
film.
it's not as bad. It's not as bad. But I thought if there was one person, and I was so happy when I got Nick, because I was like, oh, if there's one person that will be able to like
Watch
that
it.
like kind of can kind of grasp and touch my taste, it's Nick.
Don't say it like that.
I
I'm
know.
gonna say it like that.
All right, well, I grabbed Jim's taste and I had to stretch it out a bit, but don't worry, I got all up in it. And
You savored that flavor.
yeah, hell yeah.
Jim
So-
asked for it.
Oh, it's fucking this show. Some people didn't ask for it. So if I had to give this, how many
Dead bodies.
happy sugar treats in a
Oh.
jar?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd have to give this one an 8.
Oh.
8.
Hell yeah.
I'd give this one an 8 because I will be recommending this to other people.
Oh wow.
I did a good.
I have a question on the other one, on the other show.
Oh, real quick, can I just say before you do that?
No. All right,
Go ahead, Jim. Go ahead.
I quit the stream now. Right before I go. So the second one that I recommended was actually the second anime I recommended because the first one he had already watched.
Oh, right.
What was the first one?
Not Promised Neverland. Fuck.
I'm
I
sure
got to look.
Card captor Sakura.
No,
I'm sure he's watched fuck.
give me like 2 seconds. I can
All
tell
right.
you.
Shit
While
and
while I'm waiting on that, there's a bunch of shows called Madoka Magica. Which one did you watch?
I guess it would be the first one because
Is
this
that
one.
Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica?
No, this is Puella Magic.
Oh,
That's
no.
the one I recommended.
Oh no. Why whenever I type that into YouTube it just says deaths?
Yes.
Death. So
Oh no.
As in
Oh.
multiple.
like as in a bunch of
Is it
people
more
dying.
than one?
We'll save that video for a minute then. All right. Go ahead, talk about that show. I'm curious now.
Okay, so the other one that I got was Puella Magi Madoka Magica. It's a magical girl show. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, we got girls transforming into magical girls. And they have magic
Way.
powers, and they fight the people that want to make you feel bad.
What time of day did they fight though?
Oh, they fight in the day and at night, but you know, it's kind of loose in the day because they're all going to school in their nice little school outfits, and their school is all
May I
glass
interject?
classrooms or some bullshit for some reason.
Paranoia Agent is what I first recommended.
Ah, yeah, Paranoid
right,
Agent,
yeah.
and I definitely had already seen that off of Adult Swim.
I did not know it was on Adult Swim.
So, but these magical girls, they mainly, you would say, they fought in moonlight.
Mm,
Like what
I mean, there
natural
was a
source
lot
of light was it?
moonlight fighting, yeah. And they do have a talking animal that is very similar looking to a cat, but you could say it's more of a Digimon.
I'm interested.
You shouldn't be.
Oh.
I'll be the judge of that. Go on.
And so this show starts off pretty tame. And I mean hyper tame. It started off more tame than Happy Sugar Life. Hell, it started off more tame than Tony Kawa.
Oh,
Because
pretty
I-
fucking tame.
I've heard the stories about this show, and I've heard the grief that people have about this show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This show gives people trauma.
Yeah. And
Wow.
so as I was watching it, see, the first episode, like that little Digimon gets his ass wrecked. And we're trying but we don't know
how,
why.
though.
We figure out that one of the magical girls is just a bitch, but no one knows why, and everything just as the show progresses, we find out that this Digimon is a piece of shit as well, because this Digimon wants to make more magical girls, and who doesn't want more magical girls? I'll tell you who, the magical girls, because it is a raw deal.
They die.
Oh, there are elements. Oh, you're going to watch this show, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. But I will say that becoming a magical girl is a double-edged sword, or I should say a double-edged single-shot rifle, or a double-edged like light beaming musical notes that you use as a sword.
I like that this video that you have, they need to activate Windows.
One thing I will say about it is that a lot of the scenes that they have with witches that the magical girls fight, they're very beautifully shot. Like the animation in them is kind of trippy, and if I was watching this on some kind of substance, then I couldn't deal. And so that's kind of what I figured happened to Jim when he saw this during the pandemic, and he was blitzed out of his mind.
I gotta say, I'm watching the action sequences that you have on right now on our Twitch.tv/ranting media, and wow.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
and then some things happen.
He did.
But
I love, let me just say, I love shit that like
Horrifies people.
is one thing, but then is something completely different.
because that's the a really high element of entertainment is you go in expecting one thing, but then you get another thing, and it could be bad, like trying to eat cake and you taste shit. But then it could be you go to eat shit and you taste cake.
So I gotta say real quick, the part that y'all are shocked at, that didn't happen for me until a couple seconds later.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's the same thing with me. Like I'm on a slight delay. I just need to refresh, but no, because I saw the show. I don't need to blind
relive it
with you guys.
Jeez.
But okay, so here's a
what are your
Jim,
scores?
I did a thing.
Oh, you did a thing.
I didn't finish.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, is that I had the last 3 episodes ready to watch earlier today, and I was going to, but I got this fucking thing called a job.
Oh man.
And it was very busy.
Yep.
And then after my work, I was still busy. And then but I was trying to watch it, and I have 1.5 episodes left to watch.
I hope you do finish it.
I'm going to finish it tonight.
Okay.
All I hear is excuses for not doing the homework.
Give me your boss's email, your boss's phone number. I will give them a stern talking to.
And then he'll also be like, please, can I have a job?
And
Here's my
I will
resume.
have all the time in the world to watch anime, I'm sure.
All right. So bone score, or do you want to hold off?
For what I've seen, I can give it an accurate bone score.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I give this one 7 transforming magical girls that eventually eat it.
No, got it. All right.
It's funny. I like Magi Madoka more than I like Happy Sugar Life.
I
mean,
like
so does
Happy
the
Sugar
majority
Life
of the
more
world.
because that one really hit. Like there was a lot of like cringe shit, but not cringe shit as in I'm embarrassed for you. Cringe shit is like, I don't want to watch this. Jesus fucking Christ.
My greatest like my kink is recommending things and then people liking them. So this is the best day ever.
I'm glad I'm speaking to your love language.
All right, finally, Jim, Mr. I Invented Anime himself.
I mean, I didn't do that. I Invented Anime gave Wispy Spark a sub.
Why would you do that?
I didn't do that. I Invented Anime did.
Can I real quick, because I know I'm the one that recommended your animes. I would like to explain because I didn't have the full
No
story.
explanation.
No explanation?
Yeah, I want to hear what it is, and then I want to hear your explanation.
Yeah, let's do that after. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna present them in the order that I watched them because I think that might be important.
Oh, well, and I know which one's first. All right.
So the first one that I watched that you recommended was a show called Zombieland Saga. And I, back in the day, I was a huge zombie fan. Like, until The Walking Dead ruined it, I was a fucking huge zombie fan. And and I love music.
Yeah.
So I assume that's why you recommended that one to me.
I'll say at the end.
Okay. All right. So I put it on, and I'm watching the first episode, and and I'm not spoiling anything because this happens in the first fucking 30 seconds.
Yeah.
She's getting ready for school. She's like, this is the beginning of the rest of my life, and then gets hit by a car or a truck and dies, and the fucking heaviest song kicks in. And I'm like, this is the shit. And so I guess she wakes up 10 years later. Is it 10 years?
It's definitely some years ago.
It's some years later, and basically they've gone through these zombies have gone through a process of being the typical undead that we know, with just rambling around looking for brains, to being basically a functioning human being that just happens to be dead. They look dead, so and so on and so forth. And they, it's not just her, it's her and several other girls. And basically they've all been rounded up to start an idol group in Saga. And yeah, and that's the anime. And it took me a bit to basically I started to kind of slip each episode until the musical scenes.
Really?
And yeah, because I just the story wasn't doing it for me until it was mostly about the music.
Yeah.
The thing that was keeping me entertained was Zero.
Really?
Zero is the best character. Zero is
02?
Explain who Zero is.
So Zero is basically a one of the zombies that hasn't fully transitioned into a living person at that point. So she's very much just still bumbling around, still fucking with shit. The best equivalent I can compare her to is that she is a non-verbal Gur from Invader Zim.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I say also, fun fact, the Japanese voice actor for Zero is the same voice actor that did Sailor Moon.
Oh, well, there you go then.
No way, nice.
I did not know that.
Oh.
And so, yeah, and so the music is killer. The animation during the music aspects is impressive looking. It's like that real, it changes up from the norm, what's on the screen right now. If you're watching right now, it's different than that. It almost ramps up the frames per second. I'm sure there's a word for that in anime. But I don't know.
The animation is drawing on 2s and then drawing on 1s.
Some of them do have a computer graphics element to it. But yeah, a lot of them is he's right where it's they crank up the frames per second just a little. Performances.
So, Andrew, you were correct in recommending this to me because I did enjoy it. The cop is also really funny.
Yep.
That just keeps on. Oh my gosh,
It's a good
She
bit.
really just gets struck by lightning and
Yep.
die?
Right in front of everybody.
yeah,
Maybe.
that's how this character dies. So yeah, that's why they obviously recruited her because she used to be an idol.
So-
is this your first idol show, Jim?
Idol show, yes,
So
because I've played like a couple of Hatsune Miku games.
okay. My thing was here's what I wanted to do, what I was thinking. All right, I'll do my reasoning here for this show. Yeah, the zombies, yeah, the
Mhm.
music,
Uh-huh.
but I'm kind of bummed that you didn't like the story because every one of these girls has a very tragic story of how they became undead.
One just died because she found a hair on her chin.
She died
Yeah.
because she found a hair in her chin because she's a boy,
Yeah.
famous for being a girl.
Yep.
Oh.
Ah,
Mhm.
So
No.
so when I say the story, like that's not what I'm talking about. The background stories are great. I'm just talking about, and I guess I'm being unfair because that is the story. You know, it's the story of how all now, and I haven't gone past the first season.
Excuse me, what?
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 Oh yeah, there's another truck coon.
Jim, have you ever heard of Truck Coon before this show?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh. But do you understand it now?
Am I dumb if I say no?
No. Because
No.
it actually has nothing to do with the show.
No. But he makes an appearance, obviously.
Mhm.
So yeah, the
It's
idea
quite-
with truck
It's
coon
quite the
is,
phenomenon.
yeah, truck coon happens in a lot of anime, isekai anime specifically.
you
Okay.
could almost say it's a cameo character.
Yeah, Truck-kun was in one of mine,
Yeah.
and he
Truck-
failed. Like that was like his level 1 right there.
Yeah, it's
Does
true.
it always look like that truck?
Pretty much.
Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Mine was tan.
Oh yeah, yours was Dan. Yeah. Whoops.
Well, they gotta change the paint after all the fucking blood stains.
Everybody gets hit. So truck coon hits a character, and that character usually gets isekai'd into another world.
Gotcha.
That's the truck coon that we all know and love.
Mhm.
Which I legit thought that's what was happening with mine, and then I was upset that it didn't.
I mean, the first show I can think of with Truck Coon was Yu Yu Hakusho.
I was gonna say that
Yeah.
was my first experience,
I
but
love Yu Yu
that was a
Hakusho.
car.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah, it was like a speedy car, but it's same concept.
Oh man, Truck Coon. All right. Do you have a bone score for Zombieland Saga?
My bone score for
So
Zombieland
appropriate.
Saga, and again, I enjoyed it, and I feel almost bad, giving it this score, but I would give it a 5.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. You said it's mid. No
but
worries.
but
Oh,
music, I give that shit an 8.5.
My kid
Nice.
loves the music.
I know.
Follow-
I know, I'm stoked to have the same musical taste as Lily.
follow-up question:
You need to
will
change
you
that
watch
kid, bro.
Zombieland Saga Revenge?
Yes, because I do want to see how everything continues.
Hell yeah.
You're ready to
And
flip your wig.
Jesus Christ.
This
And your other
summer.
show.
All right, I constantly forget like how to say it.
Your hands off
your-
Keep your hands off
Aizuken.
Aizuken.
Hey.
Has everybody watched that?
I haven't.
Keep your
but
hands
I
off
know of it.
ibuprofen. Yeah.
I have seen.
So-
Most of us have.
So cool. I had never even heard of it. But one thing I had heard of and love is the 2004 movie Mind Game
I love that movie.
with the same director.
Yeah.
I also love Ping Pong, the animation,
Oh, okay.
same director.
Yeah.
I don't love, but I really enjoy Devilman Crybaby.
Right.
Killer. And I love the old Devilman OVAs a lot, even though they make fucking no sense.
No.
But I enjoy them quite a bit. But I like Devilman Crybaby. Again, same director. And then I put on Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, and like I'm like this animation is bonkers, and I didn't know if I liked it at first, and so I was like, all right, I'll push through. Then the plot sort of starts to unravel, and obviously, Todd, you might want to put a spoiler warning at the beginning of this
Spoiler warning.
episode. When it goes to podcast.
No.
Basically, it's and you guys know it's an anime about making anime, or rather, it's an anime about having the passion to want to make anime.
I like that.
Yeah.
And so you have the main character who has this incredible drive and this incredible ambition to make anime, and she doesn't have any resources or knowledge or anything to like get it done. So she basically befriends this rich girl because she's got guards and stuff like that. That's an animator and can basically get shit done. She's like a boss bitch. You know what I mean? Would you say that's fair?
That is no, it is exactly that. She can't get all the thoughts out that she wants, and this girl has all the talent and ability to
Yes.
do.
And so basically she decides, they together try to join the animation club, and they meet another girl as well on the way. They try to join the animation club, and just things keep going wrong. The parents won't let them join the animation club, so they kind of start their own club, which is the Aizu. And they start basically crudely making these things, and they start to see that passion isn't necessarily the only thing you need to have to do anything, to make any kind of art.
Money.
Need money.
You need money. You need marketing. You need all of these things. And
You want to be a star, don't you?
Yeah, need money, honey.
And it really kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like, man, have I been wrong about like music, for instance, like huge artists and huge acts that like I always have said that are soulless and passionless, and it's like it's not necessarily that they're that, it's that they had that plus the marketing, plus the money, plus all these things to get their version of art out there. And so I didn't realize that I was going to have a fucking existential crisis watching this anime. And then they through all the trials and tribulations, in the last episode, the guy they got to do the music does a completely different fucking song, and they're like talking about getting it done via bonus features, putting the original one in there. It's cool to see what I assume is probably pretty accurate when it comes to like guerrilla anime or like indie anime or like those doing it early on in your career. And then I can't remember what the convention is, but they go
summer festival. It's like their summer festival.
Yeah, it's like exactly
Comic-Con.
And that was it. And they sell out of their anime, which I don't know if there's anything more than this one season, but also I want to watch it again because I watched it while I had to. No, definitely not. I had to read it because it's not, the only dubbing is Portuguese. And so I want to watch it again. I can give you a score, but I think the score is going to change upon my second watch, into something into an even better score. Honestly, Andrew knocked it out of the fucking park. Recommended this to me.
Oh.
This this might be my favorite season of anime of all time.
Okay.
And that might be just the newness of it, like it's the most recent thing I've watched.
Yeah.
But it hit. The music is fucking killer. I love the animation. It's slice of life, but it's not stupid.
Yeah. There's a purpose for
There's
all
a
this slice of
purpose
life.
to it, exactly. And I went into this with like, okay, like I had just gotten a job, so I was like, you know, I had all that going on in my head. You know, I constantly deal with anxiety and ADHD and all this other shit. And so I was nervous like watching this with also having a job now, as I felt like I wouldn't be able to give it the attention. And that's why I want to watch it again, because I want to be able to definitively say I think this is the best thing I've ever watched.
Oh, nice. Wow.
So there you go. I wanted to be snarky. I wanted to be funny. It's too good. It deserves more than that.
So what's your bone score, sir?
This is a 9.75 out of 10.
Man,
Wow.
So
that's a lot of bones.
That's a
Here's-
lot of bones.
here's my reasoning
Mhm.
for both of them. And it goes back to the idea with Nick where you said you wanted to watch cute girls doing cute things.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm going to make them do it and I'm going to make them regret it.
Oh, you
Um,
wanted me to hate these?
So yes and no. I wanted it to be something that like you really had to like watch it, right? Because again, even if it was Zombieland Saga, I thought certain parts would kill it for you, which it sounds like I was a little on the money there, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Mhm.
You know, with Aizokin, I was like, I wanted to get that creative side of you. Was my idea.
Yeah.
Because it is that each girl represents a producer, an animator, a director, you know, within their series. So I was thinking the creative side and how everything gets put together on the other side of what you see would be interesting. So wow, oof, I got it.
So you did. And so this came out in 2010 or 2020, sorry, 2020.
Yep.
And so I've kind of thought I was kind of thinking about you know, my favorite anime from, you know, the last several years or whatever. And this is definitely 2020. And it sucks because I also like, until then, if I was thinking about my favorite anime for 2020, and I don't watch nearly as much anime as any of these other guys, but I fucking adore Dorohedoro. Very different anime than
Very
this
different.
that was my favorite. That's been my favorite anime that I've watched in a long time. And then I watched two animes recently that have knocked it down. One being Aizuken, and then the second one being last year's, you know, my favorite one from last year, which is Odd Taxi.
Yeah.
And then so far, my favorite, this one is Spy Family.
Oh, Odd Taxi, that's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Odd Taxi, like,
Thanks for wrecking that.
at the end of... Wait, what?
We're talking shit to you because everyone in this group
Recommended
told you to
that.
watch that.
Oh,
show.
100%. 100%. But
But then you rediscovered it.
I discovered it on my own. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? It's a self high five.
Oh,
Aren't I a rascal? All right.
I use a different word, but sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got about 30 minutes left. I kind of want to go over what we're watching right now since we don't do NEET Trash too often. For context, it is technically the spring summer anime season. I'm about a season behind because I watched dubs. But Jim brought it up before. I think all of us are watching Spy X Family.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Spy Family. We are watching Spy Family.
Yeah,
yes.
it's
Mike's
Spy
Family,
Family.
yes.
I had somebody on Reddit correct me.
Oh, they told you not to say the X part?
Yeah, it's just like Hunter x Hunter.
By Cross Family.
Right, Hunter
Yeah.
x Hunter.
Right.
No, I was told that's not it.
No, it's Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, but we're telling you that is it. So
All right, I trust my friends more than
Well, there you
every
go.
other entity. So you're
Thank you. That's all we ask.
Great show so far. I'm only 6 episodes in. I assume y'all are near the end of the season. If
We're
you're
at
watching
8.
sub.
8.
Really? Great show. I really haven't. There hasn't been a down episode so far.
no.
So that's probably most of our show of the season.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. And it has best girl of the season. Actually, it has 2 best girls, but one
Oh.
is an actual child.
Your is
But they're like for 2
fucking
different reasons.
fantastic.
Your
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, here's the hot take of the night.
Are you going Shikamori?
No. I know
God,
who he's
no.
gonna say is best girl.
No,
think I know.
She's fine. It's
Uh-huh.
just she doesn't do anything. Like a lot of her stuff is being an assassin, but
Uh-huh.
we got like what 2 episodes of her being an assassin.
And the other episode, she's a drunk. What do you want?
She's a lush. It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
she is a lush.
I
But
have to say, I'm kind of. I get what you're saying about the assassin thing, Nick. Every episode, I'm like, wait, are we going to get a little more into that? Because I would like to see more of that.
yeah, so far they've been doing a lot of the spy stuff,
Yeah.
but
I have a
not
feeling.
assassinating me.
I have a feeling, and I was talking to people about this on Reddit, that the second season is going to be basically all about your.
The Your show.
Yes.
Oh, season 2 is going to be Assassin X Family.
So remember that this show is gonna do 12 episodes right now,
yes.
and another 12 in the winter.
Now-
It's pulling the half season thing.
Yeah.
Now, these are people like the person that I talked to has not read the manga, as have I not read the manga.
Andrew.
I have. I couldn't help it, man. I had to.
Do they
I know
go
more of
more
the story.
into her,
I believe
into
it.
her character?
Um,
Don't ruin it.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna
have to. We
say
don't have to
anything.
talk
Yeah.
about
Did anyone else drop Shikamori? Or is it
I
just
dropped
me?
it, picked it back up, buddy.
Episodes.
Which one's Shikamori?
The pink hair.
Oh,
Shikamori's
God.
not
Fuck
just
that
a
show.
cutie.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pink hair in the anime? Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Spike's family is great.
What will they think of next?
Yeah, I
Blue
dropped
hair?
it after 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah, I got the basic idea of it, but she's no Sakamoto.
I was
Not that cool.
I was surprised to hear yesterday when we were talking about it off stream. Michael from Ranting Media also is watching Shikamori.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's watching it with his wife or his fiance, which might be a big factor in that.
I have been watching, and now again, I'm not. I'm kind of new to the whole like, oh, it's this season. Let me watch these anime. So I have been watching the first season of Kaguya-sama,
Oh wow!
Yeah, you are.
Love is War. Fucking excellent.
It is.
Welcome to 2 seasons behind, which means you have
That's
a lot of
fine.
time.
Give me some time.
Are you watching sub or dub?
Oh, dub.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. You're gonna get thrown off in season 3.
That's not his fault though.
I know. Not his fault. But
The-
he changed 2 of my shows this year.
I have also I'm like struggling with the name of this one. Because this is one that I've been watching with my wife. We've both enjoyed this one. And it is called Comey Can't Communicate.
Oh
Oh,
god.
absolutely. Comey can't communicate.
We are enjoying that one too.
Season 2's later this year, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Season 2 is right now, bud.
Oh yeah, no,
Nice. Not-
season 2 is live now.
And dub?
Well, no. So I think Netflix jail is a little bit behind. I think it's
Yeah.
did
Oh,
start
yeah.
up,
Mhm.
but yeah, it is a little. It's there. It's happening right now.
And
As we
one that I have not heard None of you have recommended this one to me.
He's
I
gonna
have
be
not
like,
heard-
he's
We're-
gonna name something from 2 years ago that we.
No.
told him.
It is
And
this
it'll be
season.
something we all recommended.
It is current,
Chelsea?
and this season, I have never heard any of you guys talk about it.
Okay.
None of you recommended this one to me. This is all mine.
Get ready to get hot, everybody. It's gonna be. Ooh.
I'm almost now. I'm like nervous.
Is it Love After World Domination?
What the fuck?
It is.
Oh my god.
You're a piece of shit, Jim. I hate you so fucking much. I told you about this show.
Yeah.
Love After World Domination is great. For
Like,
the
we
people
had a
that,
whole discussion off of, didn't they already do this last season?
Yes!
We're like, no, we didn't. They didn't do that.
uh,
Different.
for those of you that don't know, here, let me give you a quick synopsis. The Red Ranger is fucking Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, that's
Not Rita Repulsa, but like Goldar.
or Zed.
Oh yeah, it is kind of Goldar because it's like the second tier minion or the
Yeah.
third tier minion.
Third tier minion, yeah.
It's really good though.
Hell
is
yeah,
really
it
good.
is.
I don't know why they're Gelato Rangers. That has lost on me for some reason.
Well, because they always got to have something.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
guess-
Well, there's a lot of Kamen Rider shows that are like that. Like there's one
Yeah.
season where it's like they're all sodas.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider is the weirdest thing I think that exists in Japanese culture.
I love it.
Don't tell that to Iron Mouse.
I love it.
Love After World Domination is a very good show. That's all
And
I have.
I don't like this style of animation. I should not like this
You
show.
mean good animation?
I mean, too polished. It's too good. It's ugh.
This is not even good animation, I would
This
say.
is far from like top
What do
tier.
you think? All right, this is an open question. In the last, we'll say 5 years, what is the definition of the best animation?
Jujutsu Kaisen,
Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero,
Demon Slayer.
Demons,
Yeah, it just-
anything Trigger.
Yeah,
That
everything
all
Trigger.
it all just blends in though to me.
All right, did you ever
You're
watch
watching the
Kill a
wrong thing.
Kill?
Yes,
That.
That
I like that.
right, but
That's
that's,
what good
top tier
animation looks
animation.
like.
But they made it dirty.
Season 1 of One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Season
Yeah.
1, One
Oh,
Punch Man.
that looks good.
that-
I hate to because I hate to completely fanboy over this anime now, but if I were to answer that question, it'd be Aizuken, hands down. That's the best animation I've seen. And
Jim, have you watched Pop Team Epic?
Damn good.
no,
yeah, that's some top tier animation.
Hell yeah.
Very similar animation right there.
or Doro hit Doro.
Tac Op Destiny probably has some really good animation in it. If
Oh,
you're talking
the
about just
latest
like
Berserk.
the later Berserk
Oh.
ones.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Berserk,
yeah.
but I haven't watched any of the
You need to
newer
watch
ones.
X-Arm.
Sorry,
Don't
no.
say that.
Oh,
What's
hell
the
yeah.
one Justin has been watching? Tomodachi game.
Tomodachi. Game.
Tomodachi.
Tomodachi game.
If you want just really good action scenes, but the rest is kind of out the window, Black Clover would be a good example of really good fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Dress Up Darling, if you really want really
A good
well done-
anime, yes.
really well done titties, like My Dress Up Darling, top tier. What's that vampire one?
Vampire one.
Tsukito like a Nosferatu.
Case Study of Vanitas is what I was thinking of.
Oh.
No.
Helsing Ultimate.
I love Hellsing Ultimate.
Abridged.
Vampire Hunter D.
Also,
Oh.
all the Fate shows.
I love Vampire Hunter D's animation, but that movie's from 1985.
Yeah, that's old.
and Jobless, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, go ahead.
Mashoka Tensei animation. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That-
yeah, that is.
I don't
Yeah.
remember if Jim watched it or not.
Which one?
I think
He did.
we-
He'll discover it.
No,
Which one?
Jobless Reincarnation. You watched it.
I did. I watched. Yep. Mhm.
All of it?
I watched the first season,
So
and then they made a
24.
movie.
Nah, it's not a movie. It's just an OVA.
Okay, I
Okay.
haven't watched the OVA.
I haven't either because I haven't seen it in dub. Anybody else watching anything current that they want to shout out?
Ranking of Kings.
Fuck yeah.
Current?
Oh yes.
It's not current. But yeah,
Uh,
also, yeah.
Not current, but I wanted to talk about it because this was another one I watched during anime.
Oh, yeah.
The
Man,
violence.
I
Mhm.
slept
Me
on
too.
it when it
Yeah.
originally came out.
you did.
Like same here, but I got in halfway through it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
From beginning to end, it's just kind of like introduce a character and figure out why they are an asshole, why they are the way they are, and then be a fan of that character. Almost every character had that.
Nobody's
Mhm.
like just a bad guy.
No.
Everybody's got some kind of fucking tragic
Other than
backstory.
the literal devil.
The literal devil,
Even
yes.
then,
Yeah. He has a little bit of redemption. Like, people just kept going against the deals that they made with him.
it's
so,
like
he's
oh,
justified.
okay, finally I have someone that I could totally hate. Never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Like, we literally have a person taking over his own child's body, but you still have kind of redeemed.
At the end,
It's
yeah.
like, oh.
What was the vampire anime you talked about?
Hellsing Ultimate.
Well, no, I know that one.
Are you talking about Case Study of Vanitas?
Yes.
It's all right.
What is that on?
That's on Crunchyroll.
Okay, because I wanted to also watch Vampire in the Garden.
Oh.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
remember that show.
It's is it not new?
I don't think so.
That's 2022.
Oh, then it's so new and probably not that.
I don't know
Probably
why
not
I've been
that highly
super into vampire stuff lately.
Case
Because
Study
you
of
had to get rid of
Vanitas.
your zombie
Case Study of Vanitas.
That's in here.
Because you have nothing to do but except watch Twilight.
You're
I got
loca,
two more.
girl.
Mars Red is a vampire show, right?
Eh.
Yeah, watch that, Jim.
I got three more I
What
could
else
talk
you
about
got?
that are
What else you
this
got?
season. Number one, let's go. Ya boy Kong Ming.
Not watching.
I
that.
wait about it. You need to watch it.
I'm not watching that.
Oh my god.
All right, so remember how I was going to tell you I had a hot take intro?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about this.
Oh no.
It's starting to fall off.
Yeah.
It's starting to fall off because you know how much I don't like idol shows.
Yeah.
And it's starting to become more of an idol show.
So
Like the last episode that I watched, half of it is them singing that same goddamn song.
yeah, that's driving my fiance and I were crazy too.
Like over and over. And you know, it wouldn't be as bad if they just didn't want to do it in English and sing it in broken English because
Yeah.
they're obviously Japanese.
So for me, what was really cool was the touches of, you know, the actual stratagems that Kong Ming would use during the romancing of the Three Kingdoms. And they're not doing that as much anymore, and that's what's kind of like, all right, come on.
Yeah,
Get
get
into it
back
again.
into, you know, the actual Kong Ming.
He's watching it for his boy.
Exactly. Let's turbo through it. As anybody else watching Summertime Rendering?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
I heard about that one.
I'm
Holy
an
shit.
episode behind though.
If you're not, you can go to Animix Play. You can watch it there. Oh my goodness, is this show like, it's like watching the first season of Lost, but there is a purpose at the end. I'm sure of it.
Somewhere in
Must
there.
What
be.
people think of when they watch the first season of Lost.
Yeah,
I love the first season of Lost.
That show has a lot of cicadas.
it does. It is the cicada show.
Well, it's
'Cause
summertime.
Yeah, summertime.
Yeah, and they have to render those cicadas.
Yeah.
This is made by the same
Painstakingly.
person that made what was that one from last year? Shit, where they were in a school and it turned into a bunch of pocket dimensions.
Oh, Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy, wasn't that the same person?
I'm unsure, but it definitely feels like Sunny Boy
I know
at
this
times.
one is distributed by Disney.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
other
It was
thing.
in Disney Plus jail. I forgot about
The
that.
Disney jail, which watching it is so violent at times. I keep going, this is owned by Disney?
Dude, every episode, the end of it has me saying, what?
Well, I mean, Avengers is owned by Disney and they kill everybody.
That's true.
Oh, but not in
They
the
They
way.
killed half of everybody.
Deadpool's also owned by Disney, technically.
Yeah. Okay, in the idea of Deadpool, that makes sense. But in the way that some of these deaths happen, no.
It's going to be great when Deadpool freaking drop kicks Mickey Mouse.
And then last one, I know Nick wants to talk about it. Aaron-san wa Hakara Nai.
Best girl.
Hold on.
What is this?
Aaron-san? Aaron-san wa Hakara Nai. I think it's like
Issues
Aaron-san.
incomprehensible, I believe.
Yeah, indecipherable.
Indecipherable. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is that one with the little girl that has the white hair or whatever, right?
Blue.
Yes,
That is-
Yeah,
and
close,
she,
sure.
she
Yeah, and then like both her and her friend are like super awkward, even though the guy is like, "I'm gonna teach you how to not be awkward," but he's also incredibly awkward.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
She looks like the younger dragon from Dragon Maid Sama.
Yes. Yeah.
So when I first watched this, and it's funny because when I think about it, it was done on purpose. I was very put off by this because it looks like a romance anime, but she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look like anything that would be old enough to even worry about it in a romance anime.
This is a lolly show, is what you're
Yeah.
thinking.
mm,
So I was very put off by it, and I think it's done it with that purpose because the whole thing with Aaron-san is she is someone that is very off-putting. She doesn't know how to get close to people and just be herself or just be accepted by other people.
like
know, and-
seeing any scene with both of them, like both the main characters in it, you would swear this is like a romance show, but it's not.
It's absolutely not.
And it's so fucking funny. Like
I liked when they rapped.
it. Yes,
They did rap.
That
We
was so-
talked about that recently. Why is there so much rap this season?
there's a lot of rap in this season. Like so far, it's three shows have added rap into it, and one of them hasn't it so much, which is your boy Kong Ming, that I have to rewatch it in dub because
Really?
I cannot keep up.
Well, Japan just got rap this season.
No, they didn't.
They just got
Say
Sugar
that.
Hill Gang.
Don't
by the-
say that.
By the way,
No,
Jim,
this is the fucking Middle East. They had it for a while.
Spoiler alert for Jim.
Yeah, there's Kaguya-san has a rap episode.
There's
Oh
a
my
whole
god!
rap-
What is the one song?
There's a
that
whole
they're-
rap storyline now.
There's a song that what's her name sings.
Chika
Chika.
Fujiwara?
Yes. Oh my god, that song's a fucking banger.
I mean, this song right here from the rap episode like blew me away.
Yeah, this was fantastic. Let me see. And then the Fujiwara thing that you're talking about, where she's dancing and singing at 60 frames per second. Whoa.
Yes.
Oh man. I just remember a lot of F words from Chika in this
Uh-huh.
one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can't have rap without a fuck.
Yep.
Gotta drop some
Or else
F
it's
bombs.
just kid and play.
when you're
I
dropping
mean,
beats.
Or Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah, as I said, Will Smith.
Yeah, that really slaps. All right.
I don't get
Good
it.
night, everybody.
Uh,
Anything else? Anybody else watching?
Dad
I
jokes.
I started rewatching Ranma One Half.
Yes.
I don't know why. I think it's just comfort because it was like
It's
one of
so
the first
good.
things I ever fucking watched.
It's like Yu Yu Hakusho.
I can't rewatch that.
I wouldn't rewatch it now. I'm not interested in watching any fucking show that's like got more than like 30 episodes.
Well, you realize Ranma has like 140, right?
Really? It has that
Yeah.
much?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet I've already watched them. So
I
Jim,
think
you should watch Fate.
no.
No, don't do it.
No.
No,
want the
no, they're
short
all
version
like
or the
20
long
episodes.
version?
There's just like 6 of them.
Should I also
This is
watch
the
One
short
Piece?
version.
no.
No, that's one show with a lot of episodes. I'm giving you one show with sub shows with your
Oh,
amount
so
of
you should
episodes.
also watch Tenchi Muyo.
Which one?
Yes.
Also, I wanted to hype up for the fall season. Fucking Bleach is coming back.
Oh
Good
shit.
night, everybody.
I'm excited.
My
Yo,
wife's
Todd.
so stoked.
Devil's a part timer, and what else did we talk about?
Rent a Girlfriend.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw
Oh
Man,
fuck
Rent a
yeah!
Girlfriend.
Finally,
Chainsaw Man is at the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's at the end of the year.
I'm excited for that.
But yeah, I think that's it.
So next season's Rent a Girlfriend,
Woo!
Devil's Part-Timer, Made in Abyss 2, Overlord 4,
Oh, Overlord.
what was it? Classroom of the Elite, second season.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anyone.
Shots Part 3.
Will we get NTR and Rent a Girlfriend next season? We'll
Oh.
find out.
And it'll be shown on Crunchyroll.
So it would probably be like zoomed in a bit.
Zoomed in very far, and
Yeah.
then just that Nirvana screenshot that I had where he's just floating in the pool with a boner.
Yep.
Oh, also Rising of a Shield Hero came back and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just send a.
First season was so good.
Didn't you send a TikTok where it was like, no matter what, if you come from a world with slavery and you know that slavery is bad, you go to another world and then you have slaves, you're the villain.
Yeah. Yeah. Mother's Basement put out a whole, like, I want to say hour-long roast of Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Well,
sad.
like the first half was a roast of season 1.
It's true. That's true. I mean, Season 1 had a villain. Unfortunately, she was also kind of part of the protagonist, and it was very confusing. But I'll just sit on my hands and wait for Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. Oh, last light novel comes out next month.
Next month. Yep. So close.
So I won't have to wait anymore.
In our anime podcast, we're talking about reading.
Look, the show was so
Nerds.
good. The show was so good, I could not wait any longer.
Really? Subs over dubs? Really?
Yeah, I don't
Very
know,
different.
watch and then read.
Dubs. You don't read the subs of a manga.
Didn't I post that? Like, oh yeah, Konosuba 3.
Konosuba 3.
Hey.
That's
Don't-
what we need to be talking about.
Don't know. I don't remember when it was supposed to come out, but eventually.
Jim,
It's in production, so
And also the Megumin spinoff.
Yep.
Oh,
Jim,
it'll be like a
do me a
show or
favor.
an OVA.
Discover Konosuba quickly.
Okay, I'll discover it.
Yeah, I gotta go back to it. Like,
I just rewatched that as well. That was another thing I watched.
oh no, I started it and then I just stopped.
Well,
Damn
because he
funny,
had to watch
though.
Tony Kawa.
Oh,
and
I
he
gave
was,
up on
gross.
Konosuba a long time ago as well. Like I started it and I was like, this is dumb.
It's supposed to be.
It wasn't even something like I was just like, oh, this is dumb, I'm gonna give up on it. No, it was literally just it was around the time that we were moving. So I kind of forgot about it. And now I'm watching like other shows.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, looks
Oh,
can be
this is the
deceiving.
trailer for the original. Whoops.
Yeah, that's season 1, Konosuba.
Oops. I mean, yeah, the show's awesome. I think I stopped watching it at the end of season 1 and I never watched season 2.
Oh, so you haven't seen the movie?
Oh, I did. I did now. I just watched it recently.
Oh,
I guess the movie doesn't really have anything to do with season 2, so yeah, I guess you can watch it whenever.
I accidentally watched it out of order. I watched it after season 1, so I was very confused.
I guess yeah, I can see that. I know for me, I think I've like watched it about 3 different times.
Ah, it's so good.
I don't care, Ed. It's funny. I like it.
no, it's fucking hilarious, and I like to recommend it to people. And then when I recommend it, they're telling me about it. It's like, oh, I gotta watch this again so I can keep up with you guys.
Didn't you have somebody that you were working with?
A buddy of mine, like he just started getting into anime, and he hasn't been jaded to how many isekais there are. So when we talk about isekai anime, he's like, "Oh hell yeah, it's as good as Konosuba."
Wow.
That's the benchmark.
That's a weird bar to set too, because like,
Yeah, how can you possibly surpass it?
I mean, Jobless, but like,
Jobless,
that's a
yeah.
whole other.
How
that's a
can
whole
you
other
possibly surpass it?
Yeah. So like when because I was actually going to break the news to him and tell him about Konosuba 3. And I like drew up the text and everything. Then something distracted me, so I forgot about it for an hour. And then he came to me with it, so I had to feign like, "What? Damn, that's awesome, dude!"
No way.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and I never said it was a bad show. I just said I forgot about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Your
Which is just as much
inflection.
as him saying it's dog shit and wow, Andrew, how could you have such taste?
Felt like that.
Terrible.
His inflection felt like that. It did.
No. Again, I mean, yeah, you do, but no.
Well, with that being said, thank you all for joining us on an is it a gorilla episode? Because we don't really have a schedule for New Trash.
No, it's not Gorilla.
Next
but-
episode, nope. I'm gonna stop right there.
Well,
Otaku October? Is that
Yes,
what
I was trying to combine those two words.
Otaku October. Okay. All right. Well,
would it just be
Otaku-tober.
Otaku-tober. I like it.
Otaku-tober.
We can eat takoyaki in October. God, nope.
I'm gonna still do it.
Well, with that being said, thank you for joining us on another Neat Trash episode. I hope we can do this more. You know,
Not one a year.
yeah, not one a year. I don't really think of a lot of good anime ideas on my own, so
maybe 4 a year?
yeah, maybe at least 4.
One per season.
One for each season.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So let's see. We got what's happening the rest of the week. Thursday, friend of the show, Artfully Arisai, just recently hit 100 followers.
Heyo.
And
Hey.
so I think she has something special planned tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central, tomorrow being June 3rd. Let's see. I think she has another thing on Sunday. And we come back around to Monday night streams. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Central. Wedge stream, that's going to happen 8 again as well with Geoff. And we're back to it. So, Buster, though, you are the guest. Please go ahead and hype up your show.
Oh man, I don't know what to say.
This camera. Tell us everybody what you got going on.
I give my show a solid 10 out of 10 bones. Start. Unbiased.
And the conversion range.
The bones is the highest currency, so you don't have to convert it. Actually, that's the convenient part of the show. You should go check it out.
I'm giving you a moment to promo here.
Sorry, my bad. Next week, I'll be back at it again Wednesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time.
Where?
Where can
On
they find
twitch.tv/BusterBonesVTuber.
Ugh.
you? What about a Twitter?
Twitter is Buster the VTuber.
You want to make sure you get all your stuff there done.
And-
Did I do it right?
What?
Did I do it right?
Yeah,
That's how you promo. Okay.
Your kick. You forgot your kick.
Kick.
We
Listen
got
to
our
this old
Zenkas and
timer.
live journals.
Yeah. What's the MySpace, and does it have some cool music when I go to the homepage?
He's got his Vampire Freaks also.
The Tengon top Gurren Lagann theme.
Mhm.
That's it.
What else do you need?
Yep. All right. Well, thank you again, everybody. It had a lot of fun for anime. I hope you guys did too. I'm glad, Jim. I'm really glad that you liked your picks.
Hey, I'm glad Nick likes this.
Buster, I'm glad you shared my pain.
Yeah, we have this brotherhood now.
Next
Yeah.
time we'll
And I hate you
be
for it.
unhinged.
No, it's great. It was great. I like the suffer. It was good.
Next time we make them recommend stuff to their significant others, and it ruins their lives.
Oh man!
There's an idea.
Ooh.
And if we don't have significant others, our moms.
Oh no.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, so please join us for the next one, whatever that may be. With that being said, I'm Andrew, That was Jim. That was Todd. That was Buster. That was Ed. And that was Nick. Have a good night, everybody.
Nighty night, y'all.
See ya.